In the early 1970s, Bill Matz wrote his master's thesis at the University of San Diego on the French Indochina War, what would become America's Vietnam War. He was already a combat infantry veteran of that war. With 2 tours of duty in Vietnam, Matz spent 6 months as a rifle company commander in the Mekong Delta. He was wounded during the 1968 Tet Offensive, the most savage engagement of the war. During the battle, he hauled his bleeding body back into the face of enemy fire to rescue wounded soldiers and retrieve fallen ones. Matz served his country as a young officer through the rank of Major General. He volunteered for the infantry and went on to become a master paratrooper and ranger. Matz served with and met the challenges of 2 of the Army's most elite and toughest units, the 82nd and 101st Airborne Divisions. In addition to his service in Vietnam, he served in the demilitarized zone between North and South Korea and deployed with the 7th Infantry Division in Operation Just Cause in 1989 that resulted in the stabilization of Panama and the capture of strongman Manuel Noriega. Matz returned stateside with a Purple Heart, a Distinguished Service Cross, a Silver Star, and a Bronze Star for Valor among the decorations on his left breast. He enrolled at USD, earning a master's degree in political science that would prepare him for future high-level assignments. These included Executive Secretary to 2 Secretaries of Defense, where he also became the principal military liaison between the Pentagon and the White House. Washington, D.C. and the Pentagon were a different kind of battlefield, but a battlefield nevertheless. In 1995, Bill Matz retired from active duty, but not from service to his country. He took jobs with defense contractors Raytheon and Northrop Grumman. Even in those posts, danger and violence were part of the equation. Matz and his wife Linda were stationed in Saudi Arabia when al-Qaeda terrorists, without warning, attacked their compound, killing 10 of his men in what the Saudis regard as their 9/11. Matz, now a retired general and without a fighting force, says that experience was even worse than combat in Vietnam because it was unexpected and he was not able to fight back. Though his days in the hot wars are over, General Matz continues to make sure no soldier, sailor, airman, or Marine is left behind. The soldier who risked his life to save his fellow soldiers on an earlier battlefield has dedicated his life to protecting their interests. As president of the National Association for Uniformed Services, he fought in the halls of Congress to ensure they received the benefits they earned from their service. When President Obama announced passage of the historic Veterans Health Care Reform Bill benefiting U.S., Afghan, and Iraqi war veterans, General Bill Matz, at the president's invitation, was standing right behind him and behind everyone who has ever worn the uniform. Bill Matz was, is, and will forever be a soldier.